No, go for it. I heard of Mississippi through his drawings, his paintings, and how he draw really good and everything. That's how I first heard about him, yeah. I've seen some portraits downtown, some on the east side, because he be around everywhere. All right, you're welcome.
Everybody know me. Kids, they know me. They call me Mr. Sippy. They can't say Mississippi. The little kids, Mr. Sippy, they already know who I am. And I can't tell you those little kids who they are. And people the same way. I've had an interesting life from where I came from. And then when I'm in it, I don't be trying to put on airs like I'm no big to-do cat. You know? It's just part of every day that the Lord done gave me. And I try to make the best. Yeah. But I didn't try to, you know. Just be me. Just do what I do. That's all I know. I mean, I never try to play like I was no rocket scientist or nothing that, but I really haven't found anything I can't fix though. I haven't found anything I can't fix though. I'm like, what? And it used to be when I was in Mississippi, a kid, I could go in the junkyard, walk in with my tools. I'd take a motor out of the car and walk it over piece by piece, build it, and I was driving out in the evening. I was like, yeah, they won't let you do that anymore. But those were good times. Fixing cars, painting and cooking. Been doing it all my life. You know, but I always paint. Yeah.
I had to start using Brushmaster because that's what lady told me, an old lady told me. You must be thinking you're the Brushmaster. I thought about it. Nobody had that name. I said, that's what I'm going to be, Brushmaster. Yeah. I mean, this is wild, man. I mean, the thing I didn't notice I had painted all of this. You know, when you paint, you don't be like writing it down, you know, a number. You just be painting, making stuff look different.
You have a favorite?
Nah. Well, I ain't painted it yet.
My mother used to draw pictures and do different stuff for churches. You know, want to make it look good, put little pictures around little Christmas and little holidays. And I used to watch her. Got to where she couldn't do like she did, and I remember how she used to do it, so I'd hold her hand, and then she started asking me, do this for me, do that for me. And then I started just painting different stuff, and then I started walking around asking people if, you know, I saw different things that could go on different buildings or different little storefronts. And they had little rural juke joints back in the day, you know, so when I first started, I started painting with feathers. Those big turkey feathers and chicken feathers, and I'm telling you the truth. And, you know, because I couldn't afford no brush. Then I started making brushes out of out of the hair of the horse, and they would serve the purpose. But I was real little then, you know. That's how I started hitchhiking. Hitchhiking out of Mound Bayou. Sometimes I leave with no money. Truck drivers, where you going today? Wherever you go. I would hitchhike to Greenville, Mississippi, to Memphis. Then I started hitchhiking to St. Louis. And I wouldn't have any money when I leave, and then someplace I'd get ahead and stay. Just stay and paint. Just do the brush master, do it real quick, and I was gone on to do paint somewhere else. But I had painted everywhere. I went to Chicago. I painted Chicago all up. My sister had came from California. She's like, you can come on, go back with me. I'm thinking we're going to Los Angeles. Right, man, we fly all the way there and then get on this little plane, and it took us to Visalia. So I started walking around there. I started hitchhiking out of Visalia to Bakersfield. Hitchhiked to LA and started staying with my other sister. Started painting there, and that got me on a boat. But I wound up in England some kind of way. Didn't know passport or nothing. But I painted there too. And got back on another boat and came back. For real, this is one of my journeys. All those places, then I went to Texas, Utah, Arizona, Atlanta. All those little towns I was going out. This is hitchhiking, just painting. But nobody ever bothered me. You know, I was walking on the road, middle of the night with paint bag on my shoulder. A lot of times, broke. But kept moving, kept painting. Then I was still going to Southwest University, and then they found out I could paint real good, so they put me in this program. They sent me to Miami. Everything was paid for. Then I started going there for a high school equivalency program. I did that. So I'm back in Mound Bayou with nothing to do. So I started hitchhiking again. Everything was where my mom was living there. So everything kept starting from Mound Bayou. I remember from when I was 4 all the way up to now. Wake up, you know, it was basically cotton all around you. Just out in the field. By me being young, I thought that was a natural thing. I was born in a town called Drew, Mississippi, but it's in Sunflower County, out in the country of it. We were like on plantations, we sharecropped, we'll call it that. Pick, chop cotton. The people that we worked for, that was their house we stayed in. It was their crops we tended, chopping cotton in the sun. 110, 15 degrees. No shade, no trees. Wow. I didn't know whether it was good or bad, because Mom, she always had a smile. You know, whatever she did, she had a smile, you know. We was making it, you know, surviving. We were kids, we didn't know. I had brothers and sisters. 17 at one time, and then some twins. I was made most like 21 people. I'm the 20th. I don't remember every detail, but remember when I was little, very little, but never was a kid, really. The living conditions, they weren't that great. Mom did what she could, but you know, they weren't houses. These are raggedy shacks. We used to put tin off the top of cans that we would find. We used to tack them over holes, patching up holes. We didn't have no inside bathroom. All one in water, so flies was there. You know, it wasn't like. Yeah. Sure.
Really good stuff. I just need to switch tapes. All right, just stop.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's switching tapes. My mom, she always had a smile. One time, man, one time she cut herself, her hand. And I'm telling you, it wasn't that bad for her. It felt like I got cut. Really. I mean, like something went through me, like I felt it too. And ever since then, she wouldn't finish the meal because she had a cut. That's basically when I started really cooking. Then I went by this restaurant. I was painting one time called Big Mama. I had painted them a sign. I went in and, you know, waiting to get paid. I needed my money for real. So I started washing dishes, helping out. So the guy came, his name was Cleveland Townsend. He came up and said, Mama said, can you come back tomorrow? I said, man, I need my money today for paint. He said, no, she wants you to come back and wash dishes. So I'm like, yeah, okay. One day she asked me, do you know how to cook anything? I'm like, yeah, because my mom had taught all of us how to cook. There wasn't no problem. She said, can you make macaroni and cheese? I'm like, sure. That day, I wound up making 6 of them. People was just eating it up. End of the day, same son come to me. Mama want to know, can you find somebody to wash dishes? I'm like, man, you gonna fire me for washing dishes? He said, no, she don't want you washing dishes no more. She just wants you to cook. So I started paying the light people, gas people. She was trusting me to do it. And she always called me the good son. Right here on this picture, that's me when I cooked for Michael Jackson's parents. This is, Joseph Jackson. This is LG, she worked with me. Her name is Penny Pooh, we call her Penny Pooh. This is Catherine Jackson, Michael's mother. That's me, of course, the handsome guy. You couldn't miss that guy. This is Cleve, Big Mama's son. I had painted, this is what I had painted on there. It says Big over here, Mama's. That's when I first got here. I had painted this on there and they needed to pay me for that. So, I got my money and then I cooked for a lot of stuff. I cooked for Bobby Womack there. Don King came in there, he's a real arrogant guy, you know. Tipping all the girls $100. I said, man, what man? I said, I'm the one who cooked the food. He like, you're a chef then, you should already be getting paid. And he didn't give me no money. Straight. I remember when I was little, but never was a kid, really. They had people, they would kick you around, throw trash at you, stuff like that. Well, we knew that wasn't normal, but you couldn't say nothing. It depends on who throwing it. Throwing the trash, you couldn't say anything to those people. You mess around and get hurt. Yeah, you get hurt for real. In the middle of the night. Yeah. When a child get around 15, 16, they would give them rifles, 22 rifles, and they would have people bring them and put them in this fence. It would be cold outside too. They would have them shooting at them with their rifles, practice and learn how to shoot. And they would say, don't shoot them in the head or in the stomach. Shoot them in the foot and the leg, because they got to go back to the field. And they would, one by one, they would shoot at them, and then they would take them and put them back. Really. And you're out in the country. I hadn't thought about it. Then I was scared. But I hadn't thought about that for a long time. Man, I didn't do that. You know how you want to put stuff out of your head? It's been a while. During that time, I didn't cry. I thought maybe I thought then maybe they want to put me in one of those fields, and I wasn't gonna have that. I wouldn't have made it, cause I would have fallen. I would have fallen. You had to take it and keep going. You had to just deal with it and keep it moving. Pray about it. I don't even know if it was a prayer about it. I guess, I don't know. I mean, you see it and it was like it wasn't normal. We knew it was, that we all knew that wasn't normal, but what can you do, Trade one bad for another bad, or I hadn't thought of that in a long time. Really? That's wild. We're existing, put it that way. You know how the Bible says our mind is the devil's workshop. But I had painted up Chicago, and well, I started drinking. And drinking. My brother, we ain't gonna have this. Nah, we ain't having this. Come on, go with me. He jumped in the car and brought me over here to my sister's house. And he's like, I'll be right back. You know, he cut out and left me here. I haven't seen him since. No, I'm just lying. I seen him, but he left me here because I was drinking. I had started drinking and wasn't listening to nobody. I was just going through that thing. The drinking wasn't for me. And he brought me over here and dropped me off, and I started painting in Indianapolis. I had this dream to go down the track. I walked straight down that track to downtown. I started painting down there. Signs on windows and stuff. Then just spread it out. Just painted everywhere in this town. So I stayed busy, just painting. But I was just doing it to survive, you know. And plus I wanted to make things look different, you know, beautiful. Different from what I was seeing. And before I knew it, I had painted on every side of town. Just where it is.
You're good. You're very good.
Being straight.
And we have fun too.
I know.
We have a good time.
I know this is probably the worst interview y'all ever had because I remember and I have fun talking to people, period.
And he has taken me places right here in Indianapolis that I've never been before. He has done, just riding around. We call them adventures.
Just go to work.
I never
If
had
you
time.
live in this city here, or any city, it's best for you to get out of it from time to time because it'll clear your head. Clear your head.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. I prayed for her first. Then I met her. And what had happened was, for real though, I met her, and ever since then it's cool. Everything's been real, real nice. She's the type of person who want to move forward. Yeah, it's my girl here though. That's why I'm still here today, and I am still alive. She ain't killed me yet.
For a short time.
It's a short.
The fuse is slowly burning down.
But let me say, I ain't gonna tell them about the couch. You pick
No,
couch up.
don't tell them about
You talking about the time
no.
you picked that couch up and threw at me? No, I won't do it.
You don't need to. Okay, he's important to me because he's my hero. No matter what. I know he gets on my nerves, and I know I get on his nerves. But at the end of the day, we got each other. And to me, that's more than anything in the world, because when you got somebody that you know you can depend on, this man will give me the world if I ask for it. He probably had to hop around to get it, but he'd give me the world.
I'm hopping now.
And, I try to be there for him. I want to be the best support system that he has, no matter what. Like I said, we get on each other's nerves because we're so much alike.
She feel deep stuff, but then it ain't.
And then
what she talking about
talks
now,
too much
it's the
and
Lord
makes me
that
want to
does
pop him
this,
in the mouth.
The stuff she's talking about, the Lord does that. Not
but bottom line is,
the Lord.
He's my hero.
He put people together.
He's my hero
for a reason.
And
you know what I'm saying?
when we got together,
as long as she
I didn't like
that's cool with me. Oh man, what you ain't talking about?
This is your moment, honey.
Yeah, but you told me I forgot they was filming this. You should have told me this.
It's cool. They'll fix it.
Man.
The other trees are nourishing it, and the other trees are loving it. And that's what I see in trees. I mean, I see love that we can't give each other. But I don't see the trees up close. I look for the trees farther off. I look for the trees that are struggling, and I wonder about that tree, and I wonder if something is wrong with it, or, and then if I go back by that same area, I find that same tree. You ever counted the knotholes in a tree?
No.
You never have?
No.
Why? It's interesting. A knothole is only where a tree has a branch is broken off, and it leaves a hole there. And animals make their homes in it. Sometimes birds make a home in it, worms especially. But I like to look at the knotholes on the tree. They distinguish different trees. Beauty is something that some people take for granted. And, all you have to do is just kind of look around and see the beauty in different things. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that's always in color or something that's bought in a store. Something that nature makes itself. That's the beauty of it. And that's the mystery of it, too. I mean, even looking at the stars at night, and the moon and stuff, it's a beautiful thing to be able to see stuff like that, because you often wonder how and why, but because of the hows and whys, you miss out on the beauty of it being just what it is. But I do love trees. It's just something about them.
I was telling my grandson, I said, the first law of nature is self-preservation. If you can't take care of you, you can't take care of anybody else. And he said, what do you mean? I said, well, one, you can't love nobody until you love you. You gotta love you and what God gave you, and that's you. So you gotta take care of your hand, your feet, your arms, and your body, your legs, because you can't get to the job. And once you get there, if you ain't got your hands and stuff to do it with, you can't do it. You gotta always protect your hands. But the best thing I could tell you is, out of all the things, I was just proud the Lord just gave me Not just the hands and the feet to do the work, just the mental ability to remember how to do stuff. Just being obedient to what the Lord told me and what my mama told me he said. And then my hands being able to do it. Cause I mean, just your heart and your mind to do one, you got it beat. But when you got a troubled mind and your heart telling you that's wrong, it's your heart gonna always tell you what's. You notice every sacrifice, they have to have blood. Whatever your heart tell you to do, it's right. It's right, cause it's pumping the blood. So the heart is straight right, cause this is all it's used to the right thing. So I'm so glad that the Lord made my hands do what my heart says. And that's what.
And it tells your mouth to be quiet.
It's to say shut up most of the time. Cause it comes in your voice though, most of the time. But yeah, that's what me basically. I'm just proud that my hands put up with me as long as they have, you know. And cause I put my hands through some gruesome stuff. The picking of the cotton, chopping the cotton, the cold weather, me painting, holding a can in this hand, and painting, and then to get tired of this, put the can over here, paint with that one, you know, same, you know. They put up with me. My hands and my body put up with me. Now I can't walk that well, but this is temporary. Cause I'm not gonna quit. I'm not gonna quit. Just gotta keep doing what I do. Cause that's what makes me happy. You know, I can get stuff for people cause the Lord gonna take care of me. Cause he said he would. And I believe it. I believe it. That's all you gotta do is believe it, for real. And he'll do it. Yeah.